And today we're looking at the EVDILO or EVDILO or EVDILO or whatever the fuck it's called, because that's a dumb name, by UWELL. Very tiny stamp down there that says UWELL. This is the purple version, which the camera doesn't quite do it justice. I mean, it's purple. It's purple. My only issue, we'll start out with my issues. My only issue with this device is no matter what I do, at 200 watts, I cannot get it to its max voltage range, which is 8 volts. It says so right there. 0.7 volts to 8 volts. Doesn't matter what I put on it. I cannot get it at 200 watts to hit 8 volts. 0.35. 0.38. Can't get it to do it. Screw it on there. It's gonna auto read. Mind your focus. It's gonna auto read. Right? 200 watts. What is that? 6.27. That ain't right. It should at least say 8 volts, even though it should actually say like 8.4 or some shit like that. But it doesn't. What was the other one I had? This thing right here. So that was a 0.38. Won't do it. This is a 0.17. And it's only going to go 5.82 volts. And that's it. Which, understandable, because that's pretty much correct. I can't get it. I can't even get it to 7 volts. Okay? I can't get it to 7 volts. Now, I wrap this one at a 0.2. And it's going to come up at 6 volts. A little over 6 volts. But that should say more than that. I even threw up Ohm's Law calculator here. 0.35, right? 200 watts should be 8.3 volts. I'd be happy if that just said 8 volts. At least it's going to its max setting. A 0.2, calculate, would be 6.3. 6.08. It's not even reaching what it's supposed to be. And a 0.17, which, who cares really? 0.17, 5.83 volts. That is the closest one. Sure, if you go down in the numbers game, it works. But I can't get it to 8 volts. Which, I did not try a 0.5, but you're going to rock a 0.5 at 200 watts. 5.83. It reads correct for the 0.17. Whether it reads correct or not, yeah, it's reading correct. And when you put this goofy, I'll put it back up there, 0.8, let's see here, 0.38. I'm surprised that the Ohm's Law calculator works without me being on the internet. 8.71. But like I said, I would be happy if this just came out to a whopping 8. But it doesn't. Right initially it's reading 6.8. Alright? But then it drops down. Everything drops. Can it just say limit or something on the screen or whatever? Freshly charged batteries. Well, they were until I started testing all sorts of shit. But I can't get it. I can't get it to hit 8 volts. I get it really close to 7, like 6.9. But that's it. That is my only gripe with this mod. It doesn't quite hit the level that it should hit. Screw this on, screw that on. We're going to throw the FP on this bad boy. because we can. You know, I'm going to drop it down to 50 watts. The firing on it is something stupid like 0.008 second delay. So, damn near instantaneous. And it works well. I like this mod. Why do I like this mod? I like this mod because it's so damn small. Geek Vape Nova next to it. Look at how much bigger that is. It's a dual 21700 mod. You can throw your 2700s in here. You can put the battery sleeves in, put your 18650s in, and anybody that says, why would you bother putting 18650s in? Because everybody has 18650s, and maybe they only have a set or two of 21700s or 2700s, and eventually you got to pull those out to charge them, right? I get great battery life with this, with 18650s in it. It's way better, of course, with bigger batteries, but compared to all the other mods laying up there, so far this one's been really, really good on battery life, and I can't fault it. The only thing I can fault is it will not hit that 8-volt mark that I want it to hit with anything that I'm willing to use on it. Here, go over it. It's got a little clasp down there at the bottom. You just boink, and it releases, and then you slide it off. I will say I have watched other people's opinions on this mod, like Jared, and I mentioned on Jared's that, I think it was Jared, right? It doesn't have any. It has the positive and negative marked right there, and nothing else. There's nothing on the door. Doesn't give you battery orientation. Yes, I took out the foamy that was in because apparently iJoy 21700s have the thickest wraps imaginable on them, and the door will jam. So yes, I took those out. You can't put batteries, even if you could, reverse battery protection, so it doesn't even matter how I stick these in here. Alright, but you can't stick them on the door and stick them in. It's impossible because it's hard to see because purple, but it won't slide down there because the batteries are in the way. So therefore, there's no battery markings on the door. They are only on the mod, because it's the only place you can put the batteries, and they just hang in there. Yeah, if I flip this over, they're going to fall out, but they just hang in there. And you just throw the battery door on, and voila, it's on. It's really nice. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up. I kind of like this. It's not a necessary item, but it makes it stand out a little bit more. And the camera's not going to do that justice, but it's like a plastic marbling, whatever, that's purple. Makes it look kind of acrylic-y / gemmy on the side there. It's neat. It's not, doesn't really serve a function. Do have battery venting right there. You know, your don't vape in a bin, and UWELL, and UWELL upside down. See that? UWELL. That's the only real marking on the back of it. It's comfortable to thumb fire. It's comfortable to finger fire. It works. Not a lot you can say. Yeah, it's got, you know, charging, whatnot. I don't use it in temperature control. I haven't even put a temperature control coil on it because I don't normally vape temp control. But I did notice when you go into the settings of it, that it just comes up temp control, TCR. So you have to put in the actual number. Somebody's going to get up and bark because that's what they do. But the best thing about this is no matter what I put on it, I don't have to hit yes, no, yes, new coil, no, new coil. Auto reads. Love that. It's like having a Sigelli in a smaller form factor, an old Sigelli. It just works. Yeah, I got the big old FP on there. Why? So you can see the overhang once again. What overhang? Because there's a lip right there. Right? That's still got a couple of millimeters to go. And because this front faceplate sticks out, it really is dead balls even with that, just because of that curvature going in that makes it look like it might overhang, but it doesn't. It's right there. I don't know. I think this should be about 10 bucks cheaper than it is. I don't remember the price. Let me look at the price. Let's see here. Yeah, over at Element Vape right now, it's $59.95. You know, around 40 something would be better. Ooh. Oh, this video may be all shitty because I forgot to plug the old laptop in. Watch this magic just freeze frame everything. See? Damn it. I was supposed to plug that in before I started. It's half my problem. Battery life on this damn thing don't work anymore. And all the memory and all that is just corrupt beyond belief. But whatever. It's not about the EVDILO. UWELL EVDILO. I really do like it. For all the features that I use on it, it's awesome. It's small, slides in your pocket. I mean, I pocket this big ass thing every day. You can tell it's wearing off that purple very nicely. And the only part I don't like is, because I don't normally turn mods off, is I have to turn this one off, or I'll pull it out of my pocket and it'll be at 200 watts and I'll have a sub-ohm tank on it, and ain't nobody happy then, because you get that really nice hit that's screaming mad like this when you hit a sub-ohm tank. That ain't fun. Go back down. 66, sure. It has fast scroll. Look at that. 5. It has fast scroll. I mean, it doesn't take very long to hit 200 watts. It's really nice. And it round robins. So there you go. Just in case. Would I purchase this again? Yeah, I'd probably purchase this again. I'm liking it. Might get a silver one or something instead. I do like purple, blue. Doesn't really matter. I got all sorts of colors up there. You know, red. Doesn't really matter. But if I see a purple one, 9 times out of 10, I pick up the purple one. I don't know why. It's purple. So purple. Anything else you want to know about this? I mean, it's a mod that supposedly goes to 200 watts, but it's build dependent whether it hits 200 watts. That's the part I don't like. It's build dependent about hitting 200 watts, and it says its range is 0.7 volts to 8 volts, and I can't get it to hit 8 volts. Doesn't matter what batteries I put in it. Doesn't matter. I don't know. It's nice. I mean, it's small. Form factor is comfortable. Doesn't matter which way you do it. If you go and finger fire it, your thumb kind of just sits in the recess right there. That's nice. The other way, your hand just curves right around it and your thumb fits right on the button. It's plenty bright screen to see outside. Yeah, that's about it. And you can put 30 millimeter stuff on there. It doesn't overhang. Not that I care. This could be a 60 millimeter device and I would still slap it on here. I don't really care how the things look. They have to function. It functions. Does it do exactly what it says? No, it doesn't. But take the good with the bad. I don't normally run 200 watts anyhow. Maybe 100 on some things, but most of the time I'm just popping sub-ohm tanks on here when I ain't at home anyhow. So it's a range of like 40 to 60 watts depending on which one of the 3 sub-ohm tanks I'm rocking. They all have single mesh coils in them and they all require a little bit different power even though they're the same ohmage because of their airflow. So 40 to 60 watts. Rock this all day long on some 21700s. That's what it is. I mean, I like it. Go down a little bit farther on that. Only because I overwicked this. I haven't put a round wire build in the FP in quite a long time, and I stuffed enough wick in there to think I had triple core aliens or some shit in there, and it's not. And I should have cut back the wick just a little bit more. Oh well. That's what I got for you. The EVDILO, I would go buy it again. It's proven to fit my needs. Like I said, I don't know about temperature control or all that nonsense. I don't play with that much. Just wonderful. That's what I got for you. Y'all have fun now, because I know I will.